Hello, everyone, and hope you're all having an amazing day or had an amazing day, depending on your current time zone. So, today I'm going to talk a little bit about the importance of choosing or selecting the right city and state to move to based off of the healthcare in that area, right? You want to make sure that you have the best doctors and facility, especially when you have children with a disability or if you have a loved one that you need to care for and needs a lot of medical care. You definitely want to avoid those hospital deserts or healthcare deserts, especially if it's something that that person or he or she, whatever they're dealing with, needs constant care and attention. Welcome to those of you guys that are new to my channel. Welcome back to my seasoned subscribers. My name is Kathy, and on Mondays I do videos all about fashion, accessories, just fun things that I enjoy doing to keep my mind off of the second half of the week videos, which are all about my two daughters and their journeys with TSC and FSGS. TSC being tuberous sclerosis complex, or tumors that can grow in any major organ throughout your body, and FSGS being a form of kidney disease that causes damage to the glomeruli, which is the kidney filtration, which can lead to kidney disease, kidney failure, kidney dialysis, or kidney transplant, depending on the disease's progression. So if you're interested in either or, please hit that little subscribe button and hit the little bell so you can be notified on all of my latest videos. And please don't forget to hit the like button and comment below. Let me know what you think of today's video. And please don't forget to subscribe. I'm on my way to 7,000 subscribers. I need your support. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And all you have to do is just hit that like button, comment below, help me with the algorithm, guys, so I can continue to grow my channel. And again, thank you all for your support. I appreciate you guys. So let's get started. Woo! Okay. All right. So what I found moving from a big city in the East Coast in New Jersey, moving out to the South, the first thing I did was start researching doctors, researching hospitals, facilities, and stuff like that. Because when you have two kids, one with seizures, the other one with kidney health issues, it's really, really important to be able to have those emergency care units wherever I go. Unfortunately, I do understand that there are a lot of people that don't have that luxury of being able to move or leave the vicinity of where they're located. But in order for you to be able to care for your loved one properly, or even yourself, you have to make sure that you have the care that you need to support your health and your growth, right? To be able to, if you're constantly feeling ill and you're not getting better, just trying to get that help to get out of that area and get yourself into an area that will help you keep you healthy, keep you around. There's plenty of loved ones out here that want to make sure that you and every single one of you, that you and anyone that else that is sick or needs support in your life gets the health and the support that they need in order to just get healthier. It's really, really hard. Let's put it like this: it's a challenging situation when you can't find the doctor or the specialist that you need. So, for example, special doctors, like for my youngest daughter, or both of them actually, tuberous sclerosis complex, not a lot of doctors understand what that, not that they don't understand, but they're not very familiar with it. So finding a doctor that was really familiar with it was important to me because I wanted to make sure that they're getting the proper treatment to flourish in life, to be able to flourish and to be able to really get the care and support that they need to grow and to be healthy and to be happy. I know it's, like I said, I know it's easier said than done because there isn't a lot of tuberous sclerosis doctors or specialists. But if you can find someone that understands the disease and understands what what the symptoms are and how to address those symptoms, understands the importance of doing research, checking the other doctors' papers and understanding how they approach different scenarios and understanding how to distinguish the difference between my daughter's disease and some other rare disease, that's key, right? That's important to me and to my kids. So it should be important to you and your family to find a way to ensure that they get the proper care no matter what, because it's hard to live a life. Let's put it like this: it's really difficult to live a good life or a happy life in any way, shape, or form if you cannot find the right care, or if you're constantly feeling sick. So, a few suggestions that I would make to you in order to see if you can find your way out of there, right? Finding a job that has different facilities and different locations. This way, you can get, especially with bigger corporations, they have options of paying for your relocation. So if you see there's an opening in another location, you apply for it, you get that position, and they can help you with your relocation packages. That's how I got over here. They paid for my moving, which was phenomenal. That really helped a lot, and alleviated a lot of the pain in relocating. That's one. Two, work with your insurance companies to see if they can find or locate a doctor that is a specialist in your area, like whatever your issue is, whether it's kidney disease, whether it's um, whatever it is, right? Seizures, like my youngest. If there's doctors in your area, or how far, kind of understand how far it's going to be. So set the expectation. Maybe it's something that you have to understand. Hey, okay, so it's going to take me an hour and a half to get to this doctor. It's going to, and then you have to see 3 or 4 doctors. Arrange your day so that you can go visit all of those doctors on the same day, or maybe you have to sleep over a day in that area, and make sure that you make arrangements in order to go see all those doctors that same day. You might have to be very creative, and unfortunately it is in certain places in this country. It's just really hard to be able to see the doctor that you want because of where you're located. So stuff that you would need to consider is, you might need to consider just travel arrangements. How am I going to be able to go see all these doctors, once every 2 weeks, when it's an hour and a half to get there? Making arrangements, I would recommend making arrangements so that you can see all these doctors at the same time. And there's plenty of doctors that are more than willing to help out. There's even doctors, like for my daughter, when she would have to travel to Gainesville, which is about 2.5 hours from us, she would work with the doctors in that office, in different office location, and they will all make her appointments on that day, and they'd work back to back with her. So there are plenty of doctors that are more than happy to help out, because they understand that you have to travel far just to get that appointment. So it's really, really important. Uh, Another thing that, or three, I think the one of the bigger ones that we have dealt with that have been a major issue is, whenever you are, if you're, okay, so let's say you cannot afford to relocate. So that's what we were talking about before, where insurance companies can intervene and help you find the right doctors, help you find the locations. You can work with the different doctors to set a schedule so you're not all over the place and trying to get to one doctor one day in the now now we go on to the third one, which is, how about emergencies? What do you do when there is an emergency? So what I would recommend, and what we do here, what they offer here in Florida during hurricane season, they have emergency teams where you have a contact number that you reach out to, and you work with them to say, hey, I have a daughter that's on dialysis. I need to be able to get out of here quickly and get out and get to the facilities, get to a hospital and stuff like that. What I would recommend, I've always considered this, because I was always like worried about, hey, are we going to get to the hospital in time? But when we were looking for a location, I made sure to be close to a hospital. So we're like literally like 5 to 6 minutes away from a hospital here. So we're good there. But what I was considering during the time when we were looking, I said, listen, if we're about 30 to 40 minutes away from a hospital, then I'm going to work with the emergency services to let them know that my daughter's on dialysis in case of an emergency, and this is my location, and just give them all the detailed information, and what would they recommend, and work with the emergency services to find out if there's something that you can do to prevent your child or your loved one from being further injured. So if there is an emergency, the emergency services can get out there quick enough, get you to a facility, but in the meantime, at least have that care in the ambulance or wherever it is, in order to get you out to that location faster. Now, the problem here is that there's some areas that don't even have emergency services closer than 30 minutes. 30 minutes can be a long time. So you really, really, really have to do your research and find out if the only option is to either relocate, lease your home, and leasing your home, obviously, like let's say if you have a family home that you've had for many, many years and you can't leave or you don't have the money for it, uh, again, try to find a position where they're with a company like Publix, for example. They have several thousands of locations. I mean, plenty of locations. And you can move up in that company. Like they really push for employees to grow. So things like that, where if you have a job at a Publix near you and you know that the healthcare isn't the best in that area, work your way into another location where you can relocate. Your loved one's health is really important. It is such an important part of our everyday lives. Like I have to know where there's a hospital whenever we travel. So if we go to a trip or we go somewhere, the first thing I do is research where's the hospital, where's the local hospital, because I never know what's gonna happen. If my daughter has a major seizure, I gotta know what city and state I'm in, because whenever you call 911, they're always like, where are you located? Okay, you're not in this county. You have to go to. So you should be well aware of where you're at. Where's your location? What's your address? If you go to a restaurant, I research the address of the location. I take a picture of the address on my phone, so in case of an emergency, I know where we're at. So it's stuff like that, and it's just I've just built that awareness from years and years of the ongoing stuff that I run into, which is crazy and insane. I know, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I want to be prepared than not prepared, and that's stuff that has really been a major part of my life and our lives. The girls don't even know what's going on. I'm constantly aware. So I know it's easier said than done, right? There's certain people that can move and it's a lot easier for them to relocate. There are people that just cannot afford to, and I get it. I understand there's people that don't want to. But I think that for those of you guys that don't want to and can, I would really, really recommend taking a deeper look into your current situation and making sure that you have the care that you need for your loved one, for yourself, whoever it is, to make sure that you stay safe, stay healthy, because we want you around. We want you around. We want you to be healthy. We want you to be okay. We want you to be good. You know, you don't have to live in a major city if you don't want to. There are plenty of states with very quiet, very, very quiet cities and, excuse me, very, very quiet locations where you don't have to live near a busy city. You don't have to live with all the hustle and bustle, where there are very good health care. But then you have desert areas or desert hospital locations, hospital or medical deserts, food deserts, and that's dangerous when you have someone that you love and that you're caring for and has a disease that needs constant around care, around the clock care, or just needs the right doctors in that location and the right specialists. So I plead to you to definitely find a area that's just the right place for your family to flourish, your family to be okay, your family to be healthy. I know it's hard to leave your home. I lived in New Jersey all my life, 30 plus years. My company is a huge company that I work for, and I could pretty much move into any state in the U.S. And I did it purposely because I want to be able to relocate if I want to, first and foremost. I want to be able to grow with my organization. I love the company I work for. I absolutely love my job. I really do. So it's just a really good company that offers great benefits. My the leaders in my team are phenomenal. My team is phenomenal. I love my team and the team I work for, the team that I oversee, and it's just something that I enjoy. And the added benefit to working for my organization is that they have different locations in different places, and I can apply for a different role. I can look in Vermont, I can look in Minnesota, I can look in Missouri, I can look in Portland. It doesn't matter. But what does matter to me is that if I choose to live or in a different city or state, that I have the right doctors and hospitals and facilities in place for me to be able to ensure that my kids are okay. I eventually do want to retire, obviously, with my husband, and so at that point, when my daughters are grown, they have their own lives. I'm not gonna worry as much, right? Because I know that they're gonna be okay. So because we want to live in an island, we want to live in a secluded island with beautiful water and just a little rinky old spot, and that we can call our own, with a couple of horses and goats, and I don't know, just my dream. Lots of dogs, lots of puppies. Uh, but yeah, it's just sometimes you just want to make the right choices though for your family. You gotta stay healthy, and you gotta be okay, because you know your health is your number one priority. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, if you ask anybody, right, and I guarantee people that are healthy wouldn't even think about it, right, half the time. But with me, if they ever ask me what's your most important thing that you can think of, that you really think is the most important thing in your life, and health will be my number one, and by far, every single time. Every single time is my health. My girl's health, nothing surpasses that. If they're okay, then I'm okay. So, yeah, I hope this helps. And thank you again, guys, for taking the time out to check out my video. Please don't forget to hit that free subscribe button. I could definitely use your support and helping me reach my 10K subs one day. Fingers crossed. And I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for the love. And please don't forget to take care of yourself. And please don't forget to focus through and evolve. Ciao.